Hey people, Anthony Forby for Adventures. We've got a little bit of an adventure about to happen here. We've got a little creek crossing here. I'm in the Hilux and I just want to quickly talk about when you use low range and when you use lockers and what wheels are spinning and how to overcome that. Because if you look in the Toyota manual, it actually says, when you get stuck, then put it in low range or put your center diff lock on or try this and try that situation, where you're better off usually not to do that and avoid getting stuck. But right now we're going through a creek crossing. It's quite a flex situation and I'm in two-wheel drive in the Hilux. So what we've got is rear wheel drive and we've got a true track LSD. So with enough load on both tires, it'll keep it together, but it is a single spinner, and I think that's what we're about to find out. I'll let you know. I'm just going to take a peek out the door. I've got a feeling what's going to happen. Alright, so let's have a look at that tyre spinning. Alright, so there it is. That's your true track for you. There's your creek that we're going through. Alright, now if I put the foot on the brake, some people think, oh yeah. Whoa, we're going to get a bit of mud there. Look, you could probably get it to work, but it's hard work. Right, so what we need to do is make it a four-wheel drive. You don't really want the mud flicking off the tyre with your door open. I'll give you the mail. It covers your door with mud and debris. Now, so what we're going to do, pop it into neutral. We're going to pop it into four-wheel drive. And what you'll find is that's going to help us, but it might not get the job done. Let's take it slow because what we want to do is see what the vehicle does. So, four-wheel drive now. Okay, so we're moving. But if I go slow, if with momentum, we might have been okay, but well, even slow, apparently we might be okay. There you go, look at that, right? Did the job. Four-wheel drive, that's it, right? But I sort of didn't want it to be that easy, and then we could have demonstrated the front locker, so we'll have to find somewhere else, and that might be in another video. So, bada bing, bada boom. Just trying to demonstrate a four-wheel drive is what you need when you go four-wheel driving, funnily enough. Let's take two on that because I had the front locker on. What was going on there? Playing with buttons just previously, making sure it all worked before I got into a situation I couldn't get out of. So take two, all right? Now, we're in four-wheel drive already though, so it's going to go better than, but it's not with a locker on now, right? Now, we're really flexed up at the moment. You can see that wheel's pretty well in the air. And what we've got is, we're digging in a bit. Alright. It looks like we're actually flexed up enough to do a vehicle inspection, right? So we got this one in the air, right? This is where we were before, right? A couple of bits of mucking around. Now the other wheel at the back, it's not spinning because the true track, unless you apply the handbrake or something like that, it's not a locker. It helps the vehicle 90%, but it isn't a locker. And what we got at the front is no turn at the right front and spin at the left front. So in this situation, you would need to either go back and use momentum, which could risk damaging the driveline, or if you've got a front locker, it just amazingly transforms the vehicle. And for that matter, even if you had a rear locker, because it's going to lock, because this is back to basics for people that don't fully understand, right? At the front, we've got a lot of weight on the right front, not much there, so it's just spinning. When you've got open diffs, the power goes to the wheel with the least resistance, which in this case is this one. So straight through the driveline to this one and nothing to the other one unless you lock it or it's got an LSD. And for the LSD to work, that center there, it needs resistance on both tires. And it doesn't matter if it's a true track, in the air, you're gonna get nothing. So to make resistance, you can use your brake pedal, brakes, or your hand brake, brakes at the back. And at the front, the only way to do it is a locker. So let's get back in the vehicle after we do a quick inspection and have a look and see what happens when we click the front locker on. Because what it's going to do is connect the front two wheels together. Whatever one does, the other must do. Therefore, this tyre can pull the vehicle up the hill without the other one spinning. All right, so here we are back in the vehicle, four-wheel drive. we got nothing, right? We got wheel spin at the left front. I'm going to even back it up a little bit and try and demonstrate with a bit of momentum and see how well it works. So that got the job done, right? So a bit of momentum, but gently, that worked. Let's go back again. Might get ourselves stuck in the sandy creek here yet. Right, so we'll go a bit slower, because slow is good so you don't break things, but slow is good to get stuck, right? So for me now, bloody Hiluxes, they just go anywhere, don't they? Well, they don't really, but it is at the moment. This is not what it was meant to do. Right, so we're definitely flexing around here in this creek. I've got a bigger hole over there we can try if this doesn't work. Oh, come on, would ya? Before I started the video again, when I said let's take two, we certainly would have needed a locket. Let me just make sure it's not on, is it? No, it's not on. I wouldn't know what I was doing, would I? Right, let's try again. Let's back it up. Maybe we've dug down to a point where it's just made us some really good traction. Sometimes, you know, making tracks. I mean, you'd hope that you'd get through here. It's not that technical a section. Oh my gosh, here we go. It's just going to do it anyway. We're going to have to go into this crazy bit over here to get a bit of... This is a really steep part of the creek over here in front of me. I don't think I'll even back out of this. We've got a tree to winch off. No trees in front either. Oh, this could be a disaster. Oh well, let's see what happens. Let me have a play around first. Oh, let me see. Let me have a look out here. Yeah, we're heading down on about the approach angle for this one. Oh yeah. We're committed now. You know, the bull bar's into the embankment, I think. Hang on, let's see. Oh no. This could be a really good one for the locker being needed. Or we might just, it's going to flex up, it's going to pull its way around, I think. No, we're digging at the back. Let's see if we can get out of it now. This could be a good one. A way to get out of it, we might need the locker. Mate, unbelievable. The KO2's on full tyre pressure. It rained all afternoon yesterday. And it's like, we've got heaps of traction going on here. Right, so we can get out of it. I'm just going to get out and have a look at it and work out a plan. So we're going to risk it for the biscuit, okay? We're going to get a bit more angle happening to guarantee that flex. And we're going to see if we get through gently without the locker again. No, we're basically spinning wheels. Front, yep, spinning wheel, one front, one rear spinning. We're not even getting into the creek. All right, let's put that locker on and get the front two wheels locked together. Now it's just going to want to pull us into it. And just amazing, really. That is really steep. Like the bull bar would have been rubbing. Switch that locker off. Bull bar would have been rubbing to get through there. Anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate and explain a bit about the lockers and how it transforms the vehicle so that, you know, you can understand a bit about diffs. Open diffs, right? Your side to side, front or rear wheels, there's nothing holding them together. This is where traction control works really well, okay? Because it puts the brakes on to the wheel that's spinning, the one that's got the least resistance. It puts the brakes on, and therefore the power then transfers to the other wheel that's not spinning, right? Makes sense, yeah? So traction control, it's like a locker, if it's really good, like in the 150 Prados, it's like a locker, but once again, you know, there's that delay where if you've got the locker, there's no delay, okay? No delay when you've got a locker. Anyway, guys, that's it. Hopefully that helped you understand a few things. If it did, remember, hit the like button and subscribe, turn the bell, and we'll have some more videos for you sooner or later. Please be patient. Thank you very much. See ya.